fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. He's going to pass. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare you.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Looking to throw for it. He's got his man. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. LSU quick to the line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's
makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A designed run for the quarterback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all...
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
That's the 20. He's got space. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? There's always that issue of conference pride and keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
The Sooners are rolling down the field. Can't get him to the ground.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Tackle is made after the first down.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
The running back has it. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
Brings up 3rd down. That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're scoreless.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. The option look. Quick toss. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And the Sooners will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in. And you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry. They all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field. And that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Immediately fires to the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a 1st down.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Nowhere to run on now when he loses 4 on the carry. LSU right back to the line. Quarterback checking the play. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He got it! Takes it to the house! Touchdown, Bayou Bengals!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, 2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em. And they hooked a W in this one. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Fast motion from the offense. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. This guy can throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown Sooners. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The Tigers pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on first down. That's caught. It's Maddox. Still on his feet at the 45. Off he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown LSU! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's gone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
The give to the tailback. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Jordan. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. He tries to take the top off. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll throw it on first down. Getting some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the coverage team will get to it, and they'll down it just inside the 30. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Man, and they tried the surprise onside to start the second half. And this game's a great game. It's been back and forth, tie football game. Maybe trying to jumpstart yourself. But I'll tell you what, now you put your defense in a bind. Let's see how they respond.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
What great discipline shown by the defense. When your job's contained, you're supposed to contain the football, not let your eyes deceive you. Ball starts to go away. Your job is to still contain the backside. Great job staying disciplined. Great win for the defense.
Looking to pass on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Goff. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. From the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the play on third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Nothing but green grass down the middle. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Ahead. Touchdown Tigers! And that one will give them the lead. On to attempt the try. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. First down here for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Got the first down and still on his feet. And after a nice gain, the runner just scoops out of bounds.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. You see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Defense might bring the house here. They go to the ground. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. They're working that left side. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooner.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points together, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. He's right on target. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. LSU quick to the line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him.
Sends it downfield. Snags it inside the 20. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Quarterback checking off. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown LSU! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. loose on the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he got loose, it was all over. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. LSU right back to the line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under. Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
They'll run the option. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. DBs lock up tight on the receivers. On the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Sooners. They move on top here in the fourth. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. The offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. And that pass picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. Wide out in motion. To the air on first down. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Got some room to run. The 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Goff. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
He leaves it with the back. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking for a gap. It's Jordan. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Score is deadlocked, and the clock is winding down. At midfield, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
When you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
They'll give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Using the spin move. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Now on the option. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Comes out throwing on first down. He unleashes a long one. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. He's looking to throw it. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Tigers! They strike first in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. The give to the lone running back. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Turning to the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. They're not going to mess around. They'll go for 2 and the win right here. On the option. Now the toss. They got it! The 2-point conversion, and it's a game winner! My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away here, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here. We're bouncing around. We're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game